Eric, it's got you joining twice for some reason again. It did that earlier today too, and did it yesterday. It's weird. Some people just try to join once, and it ends up having them do it twice. It'll disappear. How's your day going?
All right, not the best.
I noticed that you're always on early, like at 12:30. You start to sign on.
Yeah,
What do you do? Just work while you're waiting?
yes. Sometimes I watch the videos. I
Oh,
just put
okay.
it on the thingy, the extra slot, and I just have a video, watch video while
Yeah, that makes sense.
wait.
How you doing, Brianna?
Good, how are you?
Good. Are you ready for school to be done?
Yeah.
Like last month?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. I know several people are. It's hard when it gets warm outside, especially. It'll be over soon enough.
Yeah.
And pray for next year that it's not where we have to do this type of stuff again.
Yeah.
Although I think what I might do next year is actually record when I'm teaching lessons and just put them on the on YouTube channel, and that way people can search and look up lessons. I'll put in the description what the lesson is for, so that they can, like if they miss or they're absent or they need to go back and look at it, they can go back and look at it to figure out how to do things like the math lesson, that type of thing.
Mr. Jones, are you gonna delete your YouTube channel after quarantine's over? Like after everybody goes back to school?
No, I think that what I was just telling Brianna was that what I'll probably do is use it and record lessons that I'm teaching to the class as I'm teaching them, and just use it like from my phone with a tripod, and record it that way, and so that people can see if they're absent or if they need to go back and look at the lesson, they can do that, and I'll just upload it to the YouTube channel.
That's smart.
Might get used, might not, but if I'm teaching it anyway, then you don't have to worry about it, especially if you're sick. Because if you're sick, some people might not need it. You know, some lessons are so easy. So, all right, guys, well, you're here, so let's get started.
Mr. Jones, is this the last lesson for math that you're gonna teach?
It is, yes.
Wait, is this was this the last spelling list?
No, 33 was the last spelling list. That was from last week. I accidentally put 33 again this week, but that was from last week.
Wait, there's no more. We didn't have to do spelling?
You didn't have to do 34. Nah. Is that slamming down to the pencil mean that you did 34?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. It's just a review one, and I figured you guys could use a break from spelling. All right, let's look at the lesson then. 135. We'll let them go back and look at it if they need it. Oh, fun, fun, fun. Yeah, this is one using a compass, and I'm not going to be able to teach it here. But what I'll have you guys do is do the lesson. There is, if I'm not mistaken, on this particular lesson, there's no, so number 126, I'm saying 126, number 26, you would not have to do. There's no way I can show you how it works. I mean, I could sort of try, but it would be very difficult to do. I'll give you a little drawing and show you what it's supposed to do. So you have your lines. Bisect it means to make it into two equal angles. And the whole idea of what you're supposed to do in order to do that is you start at this point and you use your compass. You know how your compass has that, the pencil here with the little point, and then the little point at the bottom on the other side. So you would take this part and put it right there, and then you would draw a curve across your two, I don't know what you call it. You draw it across your two lines, your two angles there. Here comes dialing in audio. And you would then take this point again, and you'd put it right there. And then you would do you would swing it so that it went like that. Then you would take it and you would put it there so that you could swing it and put it like that. So that you would have basically this point that should meet right in the middle. So if you did your line, it should cut it in half, basically, is what you would do. But I can't do that with, I suppose I could get I have a compass, but this pen that I have here that I use to draw on, I don't think would fit in here. Pretty positive it won't, yeah. So I wouldn't be able to show you that way. Anyway, you won't need to do then number 26. That's the only one that has, well, actually 25 and 26. You don't need to do 25 or 26 because both of those are from this lesson. And just do the lesson and you don't need to worry about it. I can't really teach it without you guys being here, basically. All right, so we're good for that?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead then and go to language. All right, so show me 240 so that I can see for the quiz part that it's done.
Mr. Jones, I didn't do it.
So what else is new, Eric?
But I didn't do this one. I don't know why. I mean, I didn't do any of it at all. I don't know why.
I know why. You didn't do it.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know why I did.
You know how many times you give me that as an answer that you don't know why you didn't do it when you just don't do it? I don't know. There's no why to it. You just didn't do it. So it's the quiz on thing. What we'll do is we'll come back and grade that then afterwards, since there's at least one person who didn't do it. Probably some others, possibly some others, and maybe Juliana will be here. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and go to page 242. We're in language, Katie. Can you turn your camera on? 242 is where we are. We might be able to get through this today. I might do that, and then what I might do is just have you guys send pictures, and then we won't have to meet on Monday, which I'm sure you guys would be probably more excited about anyway, not meet, unless you guys want to meet on Monday. You have 2 times to turn in papers again, next Monday and next Friday. Friday is the absolute last day. No pictures or anything after that. No papers turned in Saturday or anything. It all has to be turned in by that Friday. Pastor Fricks has been pretty specific about that. So, all right. So let's look at 240. Go ahead. What?
What if you put the papers in the folder? Will they still count on the Friday?
Yeah. Anything. Okay, Eric, listen carefully. Anything turned in by next Friday, that's a week from today, because you're going to turn in. You're going to bring an envelope Monday, and you're going to pick one up Monday. Okay. And then you're going to then bring one Friday as well, and that's the last day.
Oh.
So you turn it in during the week, the stuff you do during the week, and then any missing assignments can all be turned in by that Friday.
Okay.
Sound good? All right. And then also, what was I going to say? Next Friday there is going to be a live stream award ceremony. If you guys are interested in watching it, you can. If you're not able to, it will be recorded as well.
When?
Next Friday, it'll be next Friday afternoon, probably, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay, afternoon.
Because it won't be in the morning because they'll be collecting the envelopes and everything from everybody.
Is it gonna be on your channel?
No, I don't know how it's going to be. It's going to be the whole school, so it'll probably be a different one, and we'll just give you guys the information as to where it's going to be beforehand.
This week, do we return our brainstorms?
Brainstorms for?
The story that we're doing for reading.
Send me a picture. That way, don't send it in your booklet because you won't have it then.
Okay.
So send me a picture though, and I'll be glad to read them. I don't need a brainstorm for that. All I need is your final copy.
Oh, so like if we don't do the brainstorms, will it still count off?
No, but all I'm going to grade is the final copy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you want to do a brainstorm and a rough draft yourself, that's the way you should always write. But I'm not looking for that for grades, just the final one.
Okay.
All right, so let's look at Think A on 242. It says practicing with adverbs. First, it says to circle all the adverbs in the following sentences and draw an arrow to the word each adverb modifies. So let's go ahead and do the first one together. Then I'll assign one for each of you here. All right, so in number one, how many adverbs can you find in there? Can anybody tell me? And remember the adverb questions. That will help you to know which words are adverbs.
Soon and very.
That's correct, soon and very. And they both answer basically when or to what extent, very. So what is soon modifying? What do you think, Andre?
What? Soon?
Yeah, how about, we can get through this quickly if you guys pay close attention instead of throwing things in the air. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Became.
It is talking about became. It became when, or how it became soon, or when it became soon. And then what about very, Brianna?
Happy.
Happy, and that's an adjective. It's modifying there. But how happy, or to what extent happy, very happy. All right. So do number 2, Eric. Number 3, Brianna. Number 4, Katie. And number 5, Andre.
Yeah.
And then look up so I know you're done, then we can go on. Okay. I think we're still waiting for Katie. Yes, Katie, we're still waiting for you. Good? Okay. All right, Eric. So what did you come up with for number 2?
Timely.
Kindly is one of them. Okay.
Suggestion.
What
And
is-
there. What?
Okay, hold on. What is kindly modifying?
No, timely.
Oh,
Timely.
timely. Actually, that is not correct. That is one of those ly words that's actually not an adverb. That's an adjective. It's saying what kind of a suggestion? It's a timely suggestion. So that would not be right.
Very kindly is very is modifying received.
So it's very received. How was it received? It was received very.
I don't know. Yes.
Okay, try again. You got very is correct. That is, very is always an adverb.
Kindly.
Yeah, it's modifying kindly. What is kindly modifying?
What?
What is kindly modifying?
Received.
And then the helping verb too.
Was very kindly received.
No. The verb is was received. Very is modifying kindly. Kindly is modifying was received.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric, you're going to struggle on this test. I can see. Even though it's open book, you're going to have a hard time. Okay, Brianna, go ahead. Number 3.
Highly is modifying and enjoyable.
Correct.
And readily is modifying available.
Correct. There's another one in there.
Not is modifying was.
That's correct. Very good. Not, no, not, and never are always adverbs. So, all right. Number 4, Miss Katie.
Quite unexpectedly.
Okay, those are 2 of them. That's 2.
Okay.
So which one is modifying what?
Quite unexpectedly modifying reached.
No. Quite unexpectedly are 2 words. One is modifying one thing and the other one is modifying something different. You can't put them together.
unexpected. Quite is modifying reached, and unexpectedly is modifying quite.
Okay. So the verb is was reached, not just reached. It's was reached. And so he was reached. And so what question does quite answer for that?
Um,
Of the 5 adverbs,
extent,
huh?
to what extent?
Uh, to what extent he was reached quite. That doesn't really answer that. But you did get one of the adverb questions, so that's good. So actually, quite does not modify was reached, but unexpectedly does. It was reached how unexpectedly. Quite is modifying. Anybody tell?
Oh, quite.
Unexpectedly.
Yeah, it's modifying unexpectedly. How unexpectedly? That's the one that to what extent? Quite unexpectedly. And then there's one other one in that sentence, Katie.
Um, dangerous?
Which word did you say? Dangerous? No, not dangerous. Dangerous would be an adjective modifying pass, which is basically means an agreement. And a dangerous pass was reached quite unexpectedly, or a pass could be like a place you go between mountains.
Somewhat
Yeah, somewhat. And what would that be modifying?
dangerous.
Yeah, so somewhat is answering how dangerous, somewhat dangerous, or to what extent dangerous, somewhat dangerous. Okay, Andre, last one there.
Undoubtedly, very correctly are all the adverbs, but undoubtedly is getting modifying was welcome,
That's correct. Yep.
and very is modifying cordially.
Cordially. Yeah. Okay.
And cordially
Cordially.
welcome.
You say
Welcome.
cordially.
Yeah,
It
is
is
it
also. That's correct. It's modifying was welcome. That is correct. Okay. All right. So let's look at think B. On think B, it says if a sentence contains an error in the use of modifiers, cross out the incorrect words and make corrections where necessary. This is one of the ones where you're just correcting the use of the word. So let's just Andre do 1 and 2, Katie do 3 and 4, Brianna 5 and 6, and then Eric 7 and 8.
Wait, which ones do I have to do again?
Where is that, Katie? 3 and 4.
Okay.
Hey guys, pay attention. So I'm gonna let Juliana in. Let's mess with her a little bit, okay? Play along with me.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't see that.
Okay, so that's it for today. And so Juliana, that's it for today. You missed the entire class. So 20 minutes late. But it's not actually the entire day, but you will have to go back and watch the math because there's something very important to watch on it. Okay, we're on page 242 in language.
Okay.
And I've given each of the other students here 2 things to do. I assume you're ready, Andre?
almost.
Okay. I sort of interrupted him to play along with me to mess around with you since you came in late. Love doing that. It's so much fun. I guess we could have all as soon as the audio went off, we could have all yelled at her. Sure, that would have been fun.
Mr. Jones, we should have just all stayed still and like
Oh, like we're
and
frozen.
like we're frozen. Yeah.
That would have been fun. I will have to remember that for the next time. Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so you ready, Andre?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's hear your number 1 and 2 there.
So do you want me to identify them as adjectives or adverbs?
Did you read the instructions?
Yeah.
What do the instructions tell you?
Well, at the end it says if prepared to I identified each word, you correct it as an adjective or adverb.
I understand what you're saying. Okay. No, you don't need to. Just tell me what the corrections are.
Okay. Pine soap smells good. I changed fragrant to good. Fragrant.
How is fragrant a form of the word good? Or good the form of the word fragrant?
I mean, it sounds like it.
Fragrant is just a more descriptive word. It's not the correct form of good.
Did I get it right?
So it's actually correct. No,
Oh.
the sentence is already correct the way it is. But go ahead with the second one.
Real is supposed to be changed with really.
That's correct. Real should be changed to really. All right, Katie, number 3.
Am I supposed to change the sentence?
Yeah, if the sentence
Okay.
doesn't change, you change it.
My watch runs bad.
No, you don't take words out. You have to change the form of a word if it's incorrect in there. What might you do instead?
Change here
To what?
from
So my watch sure runs bad is the sentence. Is that correct? Or is that supposed to be changed to something different? That's the idea of what you're trying to answer.
it's correct.
Okay, go back to page 228. Actually, 227 would be at the top there, but it also is on the look closely at the 228.
Oh,
Because those are actually adverbs modifying the word runs, then it has to be, instead of sure, it should be what?
surely,
And then bad, it should be,
badly.
yeah. Now, that's not the way you would say it normally, probably. Most people, when they're talking casually, say, boy, that watch sure runs bad. But that's not correct when you're writing. It's not correct really when you're speaking, but most people there accept it anyway. Looks like Andre decided to cut out for a moment. All right, well, who was next? Was it Brianna or Eric?
Katie still has one more to do.
Oh, that's right, Katie. You forgot. You got to do number 4.
Micah feels much better today. Well,
That's correct. Yep.
wait,
Yep, you got it. So were you number 5 and 6, Brianna?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Surely should be changed to sure. And then number 6 is correct.
So what does that word modify that you changed on number 5?
Does.
Okay, and what is does? What part of speech is it?
A verb.
Yeah. Okay, so what can modify verbs?
Other adverbs.
Okay, adverbs can. And then, so if you change it to sure, what does that become then? I refer you back to 227 and 228 also. So again, when we say the word sure, we're used to saying that in English the way, and it's incorrect using it that way. But because it's modifying the word does, it has to be surely because that's the adverb form of that word. And then number 6, then it would be a similar type of thing. Acted is the verb, and the word different there should be modifying acted. Acted how? He acted. But what should it change to?
Differently.
Yeah, differently. Okay. All right, Eric, your turn. Number 7 and 8.
More badly should be changed to more. Badly should be in 7. Badly should be changed to worse.
Okay, you got the worst part right, but it actually more badly. You can't say more worse or more badly. It would be just worse instead. Mom felt
Yeah,
worse.
I
if
ca-
you
I-
did that.
I changed it by the end. Like I said more. I didn't say more.
Okay.
Number
ahead.
8.
Yeah, number 8.
Correct.
8 is not correct, actually. There are 3 things to change in that one. So go back and look at it.
Badly should be worse.
No. The reason that badly does not work there is because when you're talking about the person's physical condition, the word bad is the correct word there. So it should be a pessimist is one who feels bad when he feels good. For fear, he'll feel what?
Bad.
No, it's another form of the word worst, but it's not worst. It is a form of the word bad, but it's not. It's the comparative form because it's comparing 2 things. No. So you can all right. So a pessimist is one who feels bad when he feels good. For fear, he'll feel blank when he feels what? You guys know what a pessimist is? Any of you know what a pessimist is? I assume that's a no then. A pessimist is somebody who always has a bad outlook on things. So no matter what happens, they always think the worst of it, okay? So in this case, it's saying a pessimist is one who feels bad when he feels good. For fear, he'll feel worse, W-O-R-S-E, when he feels, and then you cross out the more, when he feels better. So the more should be crossed out there. You can't say more better, it's just better. All right, so 9 through 14 then. Do those, and those will count for points. And then 240, and actually through 20 as well, through the next page. All right, and then on Think C, it says the following sentence contain misplaced adverb or misplaced adverb phrases. Underline each misplaced phrase and draw a caret where it should go. So for number 1, he told us about driving stock cars in English class. I hope that in English class you're not driving a stock car, but that would make the class exciting for sure, especially if it's language, because pretty much anything can make language class exciting. But in English class, so where would that, where is the misplaced modifier then? What do you think, Juliana? Where's the misplaced modifier there? So what is the adverb phrase that shouldn't belong? Or is in the wrong place, I guess?
Oh, English class?
Yeah, in English class. And so where would in English class go?
Beginning?
Could go at the beginning, and it also could go where? Anybody else tell me another place it can go? So in English class, he told us about driving stock cars, or where else could in English class go?
After the us.
English class?
Yeah, after the us, that's correct. So he told us in English class about driving stock cars, okay? Eric, do number 2, Brianna number 3, Katie number 4, and Juliana number 5. All right. Look up when you're done. That way I know you're finished. All right, go ahead, Eric. First one, the number 2.
And the mailbox should go before you.
For you,
Yeah.
in the mailbox, you may have received a package from your uncle. That would work, okay? It could also go after package. You may have received a package in the mailbox from your uncle. That's fine. All right, number 3 then, Brianna.
By the teacher should go after the rule before after.
Before, okay, so after punished, between punished and after.
Yes.
Okay, that's correct. Several students were punished by the teacher after the rules had been broken. All right, number 4, Katie.
So with his rifle should go before he killed Snake.
Correct, yeah. So it should be with his rifle, he killed a snake, or he killed a snake with his rifle that was crossing the road. All right, and then number 5, Yuri. Sorry, I'm looking at the name there. Juliana. Oh, by the way, happy birthday. Is that why you were late today?
Yeah, we were doing something.
Did you save me some cake?
What?
Did you save me some cake? Or you haven't had cake yet?
We didn't have it yet.
Well, with all those little cousins you have running around, I doubt there's going to be any left anyway. So I imagine they eat a lot of stuff, huh? Yeah. Go ahead. So what answer do you have there?
From the press box in the beginning of the sentence.
Correct. So from the press box, the reporter saw the player kick a field goal. You could say the reporter saw. Yeah, I guess that's the best place for that one. All right. For the rest of that page, we're not doing. So go to 244. All right. So that top section there, you're going to turn it into use the proper form of the word for the blank. And then think F also. You're going to do that. Think G. Don't worry about that one. Using verbs on the bottom, do that. And subject verb agreement on 245. And all you're going to do with these is send me a picture of them, okay? And then I'll count the points for them, and I'll tell you what you missed, what you didn't miss. So if you send me a full-size picture, I can print them off, and then I'll grade them, and then I'll send them back to you so you know what you missed. Because I'm going to give you the test, things you need to know, and it's going to be open book test, by the way. So, but I'm going to tell you which sections to look at. I do want you to do the using nouns thing again as well, and so the pronouns also, the subject verb agreement. All right, so those are your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections on those 2 pages, and then page 242 into 243. All right, so for your test, about which I am sure you are excited, right? All right, so the first one section is from 223C. 223C, talking about adverbs, basically. And you're trying to identify the adverb. There's one in each sentence, and then you've got to write what word or words it modifies. Don't forget, especially Eric, concentrate. Make sure that when you have a verb, that you check for the verb phrase on that, okay? Because sometimes those verb phrases, they have that helping verb with it, and it needs to be included in it. All right, your next section is 228B. That's identifying whether it's an adjective or an adverb, 228B. We did that for points once. All right, the third section is 242. Both A and B would work. That's basically what I'm giving you today, but we only did B together, but it's kind of the same. It's a mix between identifying. It can also actually, you can add to that. Where was that we did? On 2. What was the one we just did where we told, on Think C on 243 also would work for that as well, because it's going to be a mix of all of those things. It actually comes from think G on page 244, all that does is combine everything together. But we just didn't do think G, so
Mr. Jones,
yeah.
do we do page 246?
246. Oh, I forgot all about that. No, I'm not going to worry about 246. One thing, so the next section is 239A. 239A. Hello. And 239A. Say hi to Mrs. Haynes, everybody.
To who?
Say hi to Mrs. Haynes. Mrs. Haynes.
Oh,
All right, so 239A, and then 236C is section 5. 236C should be a pretty easy one to do. And then 237A is section 6. 237A. And then the last section is diagramming, and that's page 233, where you had to do those full diagrams. We only did 3 of them. Supposed to only do 3 of them. I don't think did I cover that with you guys?
Wait, which page?
233.
You said you said in the video for Friday or Thursday. Only 3 of them, yeah. 6, 8, and 10.
Yeah, 6, 8, and 10, but did I say I was taking it for a grade?
No.
Okay. So we didn't cover this yet. So here are the answers. I'll leave it up there for a moment. And if you need to go back to the video later to look at them, they're going to be up here that you guys can pause it, go back and look at the video and pause it and check them. That way you can use that to kind of help you study. And then if you have any questions about them, you can ask me as to why you got it wrong or why you don't understand why it's set up the way it is, and I can explain it to you. Okay? All right, so that is your test. Now, quiz 15 is also an open book quiz that we covered prepositions a long time ago. And conjunctions and interjections, you should be able to answer those questions, but it is open book. So do your best, use your book. Same thing for the test, and just send it to the test back to me. Now, if you want to do it this weekend, that's fine. And you can turn it back in with the envelope, but make sure you send a picture of the pages that I just assigned to you. Any questions about anything? And we don't have to have a class Monday now.
wait, we don't have class Monday?
That's what I was just saying. That's why we went through all this. Yeah.
Why?
Because all you have left are tests.
Oh,
And we're not covering any more. You know, next week is the last week of school.
Mr. Jones,
Yes, sir.
can I go now?
Yeah, if you're done, I mean, if you don't have any questions, that's fine, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you got to go because you don't have it done, right? Okay, so did anybody else not have the pages done that were assigned to you, which was page 240? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you can go, Eric. Okay, you don't have it either? Okay, make sure you send a picture later of it so I can get it graded for you, okay? All right, and then do you have it, Brianna, and do you have it, Julie?